Good morning, students. This is your faculty Neha. Hope you all are doing well. Today we will be starting with a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is Africa, the central continent. Students, Africa is the second largest continent after Asia. It's also the second in respect of population. It was earlier called as dark continent, not because of the color of the people, but because of the obstacles to explorate its interior. The plateau rim extend to the coast, and in the north the Sahara Desert was formidable obstacle to reach the interior. There are 52 countries in Africa. Now let's study about location. Kids, Africa lies between 37° north and 35° south latitude and 17° west to 50° east latitude. It is very interesting to note that the equator almost passes through the central of the Africa. Hence, it is known as the central continent. Both the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn passes through Africa. The prime meridian cuts across Africa on its western sides. On the screen, you can see the map which is showing the location of Africa in the world, as well as you can see location physical setting of Africa in the map below. Now let me tell you the extent or the area of Africa. Kids, the total area of Africa is 30.4 million kilometers. The continent measures about 8,000 kilometers from the north to south and about 7,400 kilometers from east to west. And its northern extremely is Al-Ghiram Point, while the southernmost point is Cape Al-Guhar. Now let's study about physical setting. Africa is bounded on the west by the Atlantic Ocean and north by the Mediterranean Sea, on the east by Red Sea and the Indian Ocean. In the northeast, Africa is joined to Asia by Sinai Peninsula. Through it, it is now separated by Suez Canal. Africa is separated from Europe by the Strait of Gibraltar and the Arabian Peninsula by Red Sea. The coastline of Africa is 30,500 kilometers long. Let's come to physiography. Kids, physiography of Africa is largely a reflection of its geographical structure. The whole continent can be considered as a vast plateau made up of crystalline rocks. It rises steeply from narrow coastal fringe, hence it is difficult to enter the interior of the continent. The plateau is higher in the southeast and slopes gently towards the northeast. When compared to size, Africa has fewer high mountains and fewer lowlands than other continents. And the coastline of Africa is almost straight. It includes a few large basins. The Great Rift Valley. Students, this valley is a flat bottomed valley formed by sinking of the land between two normal faults or deep slopes is called Rift Valley. The Rift Valley of Africa is long and therefore known as the Great Rift Valley. It is in Y-shaped and is one of the most striking and distinct topographical features of Africa. And it stretches from Mozambique in the south through Malawi, Tanzania, Kenya, and Ethiopia into the Red Sea, Gulf of Aqaba, the Red Sea, the Sea of Galilee, and ends in the Valley of Jordan in Syria. Now let's study about the basins of Africa. Kids, there are 5 important basins in Africa and there are as follow. The Sudan Basin is drained by the White Nile and Blue Nile River. This is world's most extensive marshland known as Sud. The Chad Basin is occupied by Lake Chad. The basin is swampy area and Sahara's desert encroaches upon it. The Dhouf Basin consists of Western Sahara deserts and it is found along Mauritania-Mali boundary. It is drained by river Niger. The fourth one is the Congo Basin. It is a great structural basin and occupied by a plateau. River Congo and its tributaries flows across it. It is the forested area. And the fifth one is Kalahari Basins. Is mostly a desert and steppe area. It's surrounded by plateau rims. On the screen you can see the basins of Africa. The small spots are the 5 basins of Africa. Lakes. Kids, Africa has numerous lakes of great economic potential. There are 8 large lakes. These lakes are of aesthetic alteration to the tourists. The largest and the deepest lake are found in East Africa. These lakes are generally associated with Great Rift Valley, Lake Albert, Edward, Kivu, and Tanganyika, and the Nyasa lie to the west of the Rift Valley. And the lakes Rudolph and Natron Isai are the east of the Rift Valley. The continent of Africa does not have many mountains. However, some small ranges break the monotony of the flatlands of Africa. Atlas Range, Drakensberg, and Kilimanjaro Range are the major mountains of Africa. On the screen you can see Atlas Range. Kids, these are folded mountains like the Himalayas and the continuation of the mountains from southern Europe. This stretches across part of Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia. Drakensberg Mountain. They are found along the southeastern coast. They are not true mountains but tidal edge of the plateau. Kilimanjaro Range. Kids, it is in East Africa. It has the highest peak of Africa with the height of 5,895 meter. Although it is situated close to the equator, its peak is always snow covered because of its height. Now let's get to know about Isthmus of Suez. It is a narrow stripe of land joining two large land masses is called isthmus. The Isthmus of Suez is very important. It lies between the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, linking the continents of Africa and Asia. It is located in Egypt and the famous Suez Canal is cut through it. This is the biggest man-made canal linking the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. The Suez Canal is one of the busiest ocean routes in the world and connecting Europe with Asia by a short distance. Africa has 4 mighty rivers: the Nile, the Congo, the Niger, and the Zambezi. The Orange and the Limpopo are the other important rivers of Africa. Let's get started with the Nile first. The Nile. The Nile is the longest river in the world with a length of 6,650 kilometers. It originates in Lake Victoria as White Nile and flows northwards through the Sahara Desert. By length, Nile is the world's largest river, and by drainage area, Amazon River is the world's largest. The basin of Nile is very fertile. It provides life for millions of people who use the water for irrigation. Its major left bank tributary is Al Ghazal, and the largest right bank tributaries are the Sobat, Blue Nile, and Atbara. The Congo. Congo is the second longest river in Africa. The people of Africa called it by different names, and its headwaters is called Luapula, and everywhere else it is known as Lualaba. It flows from about 4,640 kilometers across the middle of Africa through a huge equatorial forest, and it empties into the Atlantic Oceans without creating a delta. It has a famous Livingstone Falls. The Niger River. Kids, it is the third longest river in Africa. The source of this river is in the highlands on the west coast. It also empties into Atlantic Ocean. It is a non-perennial river. It is about 4,000 kilometers long. The Zambezi River. It is the fourth longest river in Africa and one of the major rivers in southern part of Africa. It rises in Central Africa and flows southeastwards. It empties into Indian Ocean. The Senegal River. Student, it rises in the Fouta del John Plateau. It flows northwestwards for about 1,640 kilometers and joins the Atlantic Ocean. It marks the border between Mauritania and Senegal. Now let's study about climate, natural vegetation and animal wealth. Let's begin with climate first. Students, Africa is called the central continent. It lies both in northern and the southern hemisphere. The equator passes through the middle of the continent and divides Africa into two parts. Because of the direct sun rays of the sun, the climate of Africa is predominantly tropical. Climate region. On the basis of climate condition, Africa can be divided into 8 climate zones, which they are given below. They are as follows: the wet equatorial climatic region, the savanna type climatic region, the tropical desert climatic region, the Mediterranean climatic region, the temperature grassland type, the highland climatic region, humid subtropical climatic region, and dry winter subtropical region. The wet equatorial climatic region. It is found in the lowlands on either side of the equator and extend from the Congo basin to Guinea. The climate of this region is hot and wet throughout the year. There is a heavy downpour of rain every afternoon. Rain is convectional type. Hot and humid conditions result in unpleasant climate. The savanna climatic region. It covers part of Somalia, Ethiopia, Sudan, Chad, and Niger. The tropical desert. Africa's northern and southern hemisphere have deserts. In this region, summers are hot and winters are cool. There is a great difference between day and night temperature than between summer and winter seasons. Climate is too dry, rainfall is scanty, there are rarely any clouds. The Mediterranean climatic region. Northern coast and the southern tip of Africa has this type of climate. It includes Morocco, northern Algeria and the Cape provinces. The temperate grassland region. It is also known as high velds. In Dutch, velds means field. It is situated in the interior of South Africa. Because of the distance from the sea, it experiences great difference between the summer and the winter temperature. Over here, summer are hot and winters are cold. Both seasons have rarely gets rainfall. The highland region. It is found in the Ethiopian highland and East Africa. Humid subtropical region. It is situated along the Drakensberg mountain and extends up to the coast. including Madagascar. Summers are very hot and rainy, whereas winters are wet and dry. Dry winter subtropical region. It is found in Southeast Africa. Summers are hot and wet, whereas winters are mild and dry. Rainfall is similar to that of the wet equatorial climate, but temperatures are modified by the altitude and frost. Natural vegetation. There is a great diversity in the natural vegetation of Africa because of differences in climate, soil, and topography and the interference of human beings. In many parts of the continent, natural vegetation has been modified by human interference. Most of the forest and the grassland have been cleared and burned by many purposes. So, at present in Africa, natural vegetation is not at all natural. Due to hot and wet climatic conditions, the equatorial region has dense forest. Trees grow to greater heights. The silent characteristic of equatorial evergreen forest are its broad leaves and epiphytes. Animal wealth. Africa is best known for the enormous diversity and richness of its wildlife. This is due to a great variation in the climatic condition, soil, relief features, forest and land connections with Asia and Europe. The rainforest is the home of many animals: chimpanzees, a variety of monkeys, gorillas, bisons, leopard, and other hoofed animals are found here. Crocodiles and hippopotamus are found in rivers, swamps, and bright colorful birds, that is, kingfisher, ostrich, shoebill, eagles, etc., are commonly found here. Important wildlife are the zebras, wildebeest, giraffes, rhinoceros, elephant, impala, cheetahs, and the African lions are found in the tropical grassland. A large number of aquatic life is also found in Africa. In desert areas, scorpions, lizard, desert fox, and various kinds of insects, donkeys, horses,